Hello, how are you? This is JilliBling, and I have another project using Pocket Thoughts. So this bundle includes a stamp set plus 3 different dies to cut out gift cards or a large pocket to put like a little greeting in, like an insert in, and then also mini pockets for the projects I did before. I did it as little shopping bags. But then this die will cut out like for a pocket on the inside of your card, which is always fun. But today we're going to be using the gift card. So these are the stamp sets, and I'm using a few old stamp sets just because they're perfect with the words, but you can use anything you have, but I'm focusing on this cupcake, and these words are great too. So Pocket Thoughts, Layers of Beauty, because I made an anniversary card thinking that I would give this to Tony, and Tony's favorite is chocolate with raspberry. So what does this look like? Could it be chocolate, like with the raspberry filling on the inside and then white frosting? Grateful for you. Oh, and then here's the pocket. Let me see if you could see this. See right here? That's a pocket hidden in there. And that perfectly holds a gift card. So there's this one, and look how nice it stands up. Just like that. And then this one, and oh, okay, so here it is like this, then the greeting, but here is the gift card. Isn't that fun? And this one just feels really substantial. Then this one, which might be, maybe, my favorite. And this is using the Countryside designer paper. And I was trying to make these cupcakes look like maybe it was like buttercream frosting. And then this one, there's no gift card with this one, but you can easily put it here or tuck it in there, or even if you wanted to, you could have it inside here. So there's that one. This one, it stands up like this. And then this one. Lemons. I love lemon frosting. I love lemon cake. I love lemons too. So this one is for Lisa. She has a retirement, or she already retired, but in a few days is her retirement party. So this one I wanted for her. Celebrate. So happy to celebrate you. Okay, so I'll set that one off to the side. So today we'll be using Layers of Love also for the happy anniversary. Hello Cupcakes is an old stamp set, but I love the words. It works perfectly with cupcakes. We'll be using the dies, Pocket Thoughts dies. And Countryside Corners is for this piece right here. I'll show you how to do that. Unbounded dies is for these two pieces right here, the Misty Moonlight paper and for the word label. I took a catalog, and it is just going to be, so I could do this right here, where I put a picture from the catalog in with the dies, because I'm always wondering now, which one did this go to? For instance, this one right here was this one. This one is that one with the little stitching around the outside. But I had all kinds of dies out, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what goes to what? So today was the day to cut up one catalog, and that one, that's obvious. Well, this one. Anyhow, I put all kinds of little pictures in the backs of my die pocket. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to do another lemon one because I'm going to give that one to Lisa soon. I'll keep these. I really like this one. Okay, I like all of them. They're all different. So here we go. So we'll be using our paper trimmer. I'll tell you what size the papers are. We'll be using opal rounds. And the papers, this is online now. We did have it for a while. It went away, and it's back. And that's where this paper comes from. Look how pretty that is, all those together. And I love these flowers. I kept thinking I need to cut out some flowers and put them beside it. But I was trying to keep this one. I have a tendency to kind of go overboard with my cards. And I was trying not to do that, but you know, where's this one? This one is this paper. My chocolate raspberry paper. That's in here. And this is called Wildly Flowering. And then this one is, I was trying to do this for boys. Navy. I don't know if it quite worked, but you know, you got to try sometime. And there is navy striped paper in here, but I have only one sheet of it, and I have quite a bit of this, but I think that this works just fine. Kind of looks like wallpaper. I love this paper too. Countryside Inn. And then, of course, oh, my favorite of all time. This is Mediterranean Blooms. Mediterranean Blooms designer paper. One side is bright, fresh fruit. The other side is all different kind of combinations of blues and kind of like rhythmic tile type patterns. And that is for what we're going to do today. Lemon cupcakes. Okay, let's get started. There's all kinds of pretty around here. Okay, these will be close, just in case they're needed. Okay, so the base paper right here is cut to 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to score it at, and I'll hold this up here in just a minute, at 1 1/8. 1 1/8. 2 1/4. And 5 3/8. Okay, we are done with this. Okay, so those 3 scores are right there. And see how they kind of perfectly line up. This one did better. Some of the other ones, I don't know how I get it crooked, but they're a little bit crooked. I had a kind of, if ever you have a fold that's a little bit crooked, this one luckily is just fine. Like say that this side was down a little bit further, you could just kind of push it before you confirm the fold. Then once you get it right to where you want it, use your bone folder to confirm that fold. This one is down just a little, so push it right there, and then confirm the fold. Yeah, let's see about this one. This one is, I see a little bit of a gap right there, so push that part. Ooh, that's a lot of a gap. Okay, so we have our base, just like that. And we'll get that decorated. Oh, since I have this out, hold on. Okay, so this is for the gift pocket, and the gift card paper is cut to 3 5/8 by 4 1/4. So let's pull out all these dies. Oh, that was an experiment. I'll show you about the experiment in a minute. We have 5 dies. So this is the gift card paper. 3 5/8 by 4 1/4. That's right there. Okay, what else do we have? This is for the back. That's easy. The back color, this time is Daffodil Delight, is 5 3/8 by 3. The back white is 5 1/8 by 2 3/4. So those will go on right back here. And this is for this label, this die right here. And this is cut to, words color is 3 5/8 by 1 1/4. Oh, let's do this one. This one is fun. Well, here, there's these two. These two from Countryside Corners is for this right here. So the white one is smaller, the colored one is bigger. But there's a trick, because see how they're still connected right here? I'm looking to make sure you can see. They're connected. There we go. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to take this piece, which is 2 3/4 by 8 1/2, fold it in half, and then this larger of the dies is going to go right on here, and you'll want to leave the fold in place. So I'm going to scooch it down a little bit, and right through there I could see just a window of my scratch paper. So turn it over. There, now you can see it. Because you want to preserve that fold. If you were to cut it, you'd have 2 pieces. So I'm going to run it through the machine just like that. Here it is. Do you notice it's maybe a little shorter? Not at all. So there it is. Fun, fun. And that's going to be here in the front. Okay. Then this paper is just to hold the cupcakes for right here. And we'll use the blending brush to give it a hint of pool party. So I'll cut that out. Oh, and that one is 2 1/8 by 3 5/8. Okay, this is for the words. Words white is 2 3/4 by 1 5/8. And that's for this die right here. Getting all these pieces. This piece is for here at the bottom, and then this. So the designer paper, the big one, is 3 by 5 3/8, and this little one is 1 by 5 3/8. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up, and I'll put it all on my blog, which is JilliBling.com, if you don't want to write everything down. So there it is. Okay. So now that we have all of our papers, this just gets it. See, now that is really pretty too. Should I do that? I still like lemon cupcakes though. You know what? I'm going to try it. Should I try it? Oh, but the lemon is so pretty. I'm going to try it. Still going to have lemon cupcakes though. Okay, I like any cupcake. Cupcakes are good. So this just gets put right here. Then this one goes on. It's just hard to cover that up. Back here. Okay, then this goes on. To put this on, I'll put adhesive just down here on this part because it goes on this lower panel only. Right about here. So when you're putting this on, and just because I've already done a few of them, I know that this will work. When you take your card, fold it all up, you want to make sure we've got the 5 1/2 covered, but we want this to be 4 1/4. So you might be inclined to make this panel go up really high, but it won't fit in an envelope. So I'm going to use your grid paper or whatever you have. Make sure you can see that. Yeah. It is 4 1/4. So that's just fine. I just know on this layout to have it about that far from the bottom. And now this one, how am I going to do the gift card? That one has no gift card. I really like this one. Let's do it this way. So that means that the pocket is going to go on the back, and all this pretty decoration paper. The colored paper and the white will go over the top. So, where's the gift card? Here's the gift card. Gift card holder. Just fold it, and it's really nice to have a whole bunch of these gift card holders on hand because, for instance, the one I made for Lisa, I already have her gift, so I don't need to include a gift card, but I very easily could. And then other times I don't have a gift, so I need to put the gift card holder in there. So it's just good to have it on hand, like maybe 10 of them made up. Gift cards are nice. And I'm using liquid glue just because my tape runner, my Stampin' Seal, it probably would hold just fine, but I don't think that the adhesive strip, I think it's just a little bit wider than these flaps for the gift card holder. Got it over, got it over. I just refilled my glue and it works lovely. It works so nice. Okay, so this is going to go on the back. And it is the same size. I'm like, oh, where do I start? That's a little better. And it fits perfectly on this countryside corners die. Okay, hold it down. Okay, it's a little crooked. See if I can still move it. Ooh, I moved it. Lucky, lucky. Okay, get stuck. Okay. So, let's see, on this one, no gift card. This one, these two pieces are on top of the gift card. So I will attach this piece now. Oh, I did do it a little crooked. See that white hanging over? But it's going to be covered up by the words on the back, so it's just fine. Definitely right here. I might even do a little bit of this, just to make sure. Okay, doing good. Then this goes on next. Daffodil. Daffodil Delight is beautiful, but I just realized on the front it's all about blue, green, and white. Well, maybe, okay, this is representing my lemon cake. That, after we stamp on it, will go right there. Where's the gift card? Where's the gift card? I think it goes in there further. I think I'm hitting that bottom edge. There it goes. Okay, that's it. So for the front, there's this for cupcakes. Looks good. And now here I have a splash of yellow. The colors go. They're all equally vibrant, but I think once I put the cupcakes on here, it's all going to come together. Okay, so the cupcake is a stamp, and then this one right here, and then there is the frosting stamp. And here I tried doing my honey's anniversary. I tried, first of all, I tried doing the stamp like I did with all the other ones, and I think it just becomes a whole big beautifulness of mauve and espresso and white, which is fine, but it was just a little bit too matchy-matchy. So then I thought, well, what if I color the cupcake frosting using mauve markers? And that turned out fine too. Trying to figure out where to leave the white space, I'm like, I don't know. So I just relied on the stamped image. Finally, I decided I'll color the bottom because I do like that color. Because to me, that is like chocolate. Like you got the cocoa in there. It is cocoa chocolatey. And then using the white frosting. I think that stands out just a little bit better. But you can play around with coloring or stamping. And the other samples, I didn't color the bottom cupcake color. Didn't color the bottom cupcake color. For instance, right here, this one looks, I think it looks great. And I didn't even touch that, and I used just a stamp. This one went together really fast. Same with this one. This was the second one I did. Didn't color with the blends at all, just used fresh freesia to match the paper. So I think those work out well. So today, I have these done, but don't worry, we're going to do a little recreating this cupcake on the back. I just didn't want you to sit through 4 of them. But I want to put the hint of blue using a blending brush on this white panel. You can see it just down here, and I think it accentuates the cupcakes because there's a difference in color. Same with this one. And you're probably saying, well, Pool Party really doesn't match the cool tones of these blues, but I think it still works. So I use Pool Party, just swooshing with the blending brush right back here. And then just a hint of it on the inside. So I want to do that here. I think it's going to look really nice with the yellow frosting. So to do that, Pool Party, blending brush. I really should have my big pad, but it's being busy somewhere. Pool Party. Give it a swish. And for this card, you need your swish to be kind of big. Just if you did it right in the middle, the cupcakes would definitely cover it all up. So you need it to be a little bit low. And it doesn't take much. It doesn't have to be super dark. A little bit high. Now do it on the back just a little bit too, but not too much. Okay, that's good. So looking at it from the scratch paper to where it has the blue blending brush on it, you can see just a hint of color. Okay, so let's start assembling this. Get very close to the edge there. It's going to go right here. Well, we need words. How about just plain, simple, happy birthday? And because my cupcakes, I colored them in a darker color, which is resemblant of espresso, I'm going to do this in espresso. Birthday. Okay, since I have this out on the back, I'll do lots of love. I have it somewhere real safe, I think. Right there. So I had to tell you, I keep using this set, and dear friends of mine keep ordering it. And then I think, okay, I'm done. I'm done using this set. I've used it plenty of times. I'll put it away for a bit. Then I want to use it again. So this is Mama's set. My set is being busy with Gail, which is great. But Gail has her own set that she got. Look at that, isn't that cute? Anyhow, it's a good set to have. Okay, lots of love. And then in memento, I'm going to stamp the cupcake. Where did I do it on this one? Oh, that's cute, kind of off the edge. Okay. Good. And now, since I'm on a roll, I should probably just let it dry just a little bit. I was going to do the swooshing, I was going to do the yellow, but I'll just let it kind of dry a bit. This will go on with dimensionals. Oh, and if you don't already have a demonstrator and would like to order anything, I would love if you could use that host code, and I appreciate any of your orders. It keeps me being a demonstrator, and I thank you. Okay, get that right in the middle. It's nice that these dies work together and they're in the same stamp set dies. So I think I got that on straight, but if I flip it over, that looks pretty good. I'm looking at the sides. This one's a little bit smaller than that one, but I think it's good. Then attach this. That could go right here. Okay, and then the cupcakes. Let's put these on. So the cupcakes, I put them on with a dimensional on the top of the frosting and glue on the bottom, just to make them look a little bit more 3D. So dimensional and glue. Oh, with the yellow frosting, the yellow is being known. I still probably should see what this would look like with the darker cupcakes. The darker cupcakes on the lemon designer paper, the other side of this. I might do one more. You know, when there's a lot of samples, you know you're having fun. And then this one could go on with all dimensionals. How about 3 of them? Okay. Cute. And then let's work on the back. So I'm going to do the swoosh with Pool Party using a blending brush, just a hint of color. And then color in the cupcake. So I'll do that with lemon frosting, lemon lolly, and the frosting stamp. So I'm going to ink this up and I'm going to stamp it twice. This is called two-step stamping because we did the first stamp and now I'm going to do the second stamp over the top of it. But because the color is light, I don't get a good solid coverage of this lemon frosting. So I'll hold it up both times after I do it. And I'm going to line up this bottom dip of frosting and the top, and it should line up just fine. And this stamp set is so forgiving that even if you're a little bit off, it still looks awesome. Even if you don't color in the bottom, like we will in just a minute, it still looks really good. Okay, so that's one stamp, and you're like, oh cute, that's fine. But when I do it with 2 layers of color, it's just a little bit more definite that that is lemon frosting. And trying to get it lined up, even if I don't line it up with lemon ink that's already on here, it still works out just fine. Okay, So done with that. And now to do the chocolate cake, I'm going to use my 2 markers. And sometimes it's nice to, no garbage, to kind of test your colors. I emptied out my garbage already. So just to test them, just so you know what to expect. That looks cocoa-like. That is SU400. SU300 is just a little bit darker, and I'm using that for the shadows. But it's just good to know what to expect. And you're probably thinking, well, that looks kind of red. But when it's on here, it's delightful. And on a different one, this one I used crumb cake. So maybe that's more of maybe a spice cake. Or it could be chocolate. Or it could be just the paper wrapper is that color. Okay, so I'm going to start with SU400, which is the redder, lighter color. I'm going to fill it all in, knowing that I'll go back with the darker color and go up underneath this layer, this lip of frosting. So I really don't need to be too precise coloring down there. And I'm trying to do 2 layers of color because 1 layer of color is not the same as 2 layers. For instance, so if ever you're coloring with the blends, 1 layer of color, okay, see that color? Then I'll do, there's 1 layer, it's going to dry and become equal to that because it's the same marker. Then a 2nd layer of color. Right now, because it's wet, you're like, that's really different. So it's going to dry. Hold on. But when you look at that, see how it's very different? 1 layer of color, 2 layers of color. And we want it to be consistent. So if you do 2 layers of color, you're golden. Okay, so we have 2 layers of SU400, SU300. I'm just going to go underneath the frosting because that's where the shadows are. And if you, I found, one of my new finds is if you color, not quickly, but soon after you do your lighter color, you don't have as much blending to do, which is nice. So nice that I think I don't even have to do any blending. I'll hold this up and I'll show you. No blending required. But I do want the darker color to be just a little bit darker. So I'm going to go underneath the frosting one more time. Okay, there we are. That is a chocolatey cupcake. So, on the gift card thing, that worked out just fine. Oh, that's cute. And imagine your favorite store. You see it peeking out here like, oh my gosh, you remembered. You got me a gift. Lots of love. That is lots of love. Okay, so a little bit of decoration. And what do we have picked out? Opal round assortment and Baker's Twine essential pack for little bitty bows. Okay, so what do you think about the blue, the navy, throwing it in with this green-yellow combo? I think the cupcakes bring it all together. If the cupcakes weren't there, you'd be like, why is there yellow behind it? But I think it's kind of all working. This looks good though too. That's definitely yellow. Okay, so to put the little bows on, I'm going to use glue dots. I'm going to take them, 1, 2, 3, Oop. And kind of roll them up, because right here it's like a pancake, which is much too big for my tiny little bows. So I'm going to roll it up into a burrito. And that kind of gives it a little height too. Oh, I'm folding my burrito in half. Now I just have a glob of glue, which is awesome. So I'll put this one right here. And a little bow on top. Oh, so cute. Oh, and you know, the white baker's twine looks great against the darker cupcake base. Probably would look good with crumb too. Okay, this one's getting twisty. There, stick in the glue dot. I'm going to use some liquid glue to hold them in place in just a minute. Okay, making a little roll up bit. These are really cute. Tiny little bows on everything are really cute. Okay, one more. Rolling it up, folding it over. That could go right here. Okay, now I'm gonna put just a touch of glue for 2 reasons. One, to make sure it doesn't go anywhere, and another is like right here, the glue dot, it's hanging out over, and that will stop the glue dot. It'll kind of seal it up. Because I don't want the glue dot sticking to the inside of the envelope and somebody being like, oh, I know something is good in there, but I can't get to it because the glue dot. Okay, so let that dry. And if any of these little tails are not going the direction that they should, I'll just push them into the glue and they'll think about staying where I want them. Might not do it, but they'll think about it. Okay, that's good. And then, what color? See, because we did the blue, I could put blue on there. This one I have it, this is all white base, but I have these vanilla color to match my frosting. These are clear. Oh, these are these ones. That looks good. I'm thinking maybe the yellow, because I have yellow, yellow, just to confirm. Yes, I meant to put the yellow on there. Maybe I'll put them. Come on out. Maybe I'll put them right here. Oh, that's kind of fun. One. I'll put a little one in the middle. They're sparkly. I like sparkly. Or maybe I'll just do 3 big ones. 1, 2, 3. Well, that's fun. Okay, so there it is. What do you think? So imagine getting the card, happy birthday. And if you know someone made it, you're like, oh my gosh, you really care. And over here, then there's a gift card. Okay, so that's it for today's project. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.